Caught in 4K.
How are we doing today? How are you doing?
Man,
Like, how are you feeling? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, like.
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I thought today was gonna be like, I mean, the weather's not the best, so usually when the weather's not the best, I'm just kind of. But today, it's alright.
I was not doing very well earlier. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was probably like at a solid like 3.
Well,
like,
we
when
also
were
have
having
had. So
issues.
this is our 4th time trying to record.
No,
this.
that's what I was saying.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Yeah, no,
like,
our 4th.
but-
It's funny though. It's not. Like, I mean, I guess it's funnier for me because I'm just watching you get pissed. But
yeah, I just fucking laugh. That's what was making it kind of worse for me.
yeah,
Like, that's,
'Cause I just-
it was at like a solid 5, and then it went down to a 3. But if this goes all smoothly, I think we'll be up back to like a 6, especially if we get Chipotle. Anyway, how we doing, guys? Welcome back to the RatCast, episode 3. This is the second one we're recording. 4th time recording this specific episode, but this is the 3rd episode that you're seeing.
It's
do you have anything
been
to
a
say?
struggle trying to record this, dude. Between like,
The camera, the SD cards, the
well,
audio.
the last time we had to cut out like what, 45 minutes. No, we had to cut out like what.
Yeah, dude, and that's why it's so short. Like a lot of like it says 33 minutes, but we recorded for like
Almost 2 hours.
2 hours, well, including the tier list
Yeah,
video
yeah, yeah.
and everything like that. But like the actual podcast was supposed to be like an hour. So
Well, and then we had to keep changing it. We got to figure it out now though. So it's fine.
yeah. So
We
we're
gotta figure it out.
gonna probably hopefully get a new audio producer behind the scenes that'll help us out, like on Joe Rogan, how they have like Jamie in the background doing stuff, and like I don't know if they have someone in Modcast doing it, or is it just
Yeah, they
like-
do.
They
Kenny.
do. Oh, his name's Kenny. Okay. Well, we'll have Brady.
Yo, shout out the Modcast, man.
Yeah, shout out to Modcast and Brady. Don't
And
forget
Brady. And Brady.
But yeah, so this is episode 3. We were supposed to record episode 2. You might be wondering why is this called episode 3?
Yeah.
It's because we're supposed to have a guest on the second episode. So what we want to do, you can explain the schedule. So like the first episode will be just us.
Well,
and
the first one was already. We posted that today.
Yeah.
So
And
to give you a timeline.
And what we want to do is we want to do just us for an episode, and then alternate having
Every other
guests.
week we're gonna have a guest.
Right. So that's why this is episode 3, and we're recording this now.
We have our first and second guest lined up. So
Mhm.
yes, if you want to be the third guest,
Yeah.
hit
So
us up
like we're already booked for
like a month.
for literally like a month. So if you want to be on the podcast, let us know as soon as possible so that we can get you in the lineup.
Hit
'cause
us in
we
the
already got
DMs and
people-
follow our Instagram and our TikTok, man.
Yeah, for sure. We I'll put the animation on there
I actually haven't
as
even
well.
checked.
Like I said, we literally just posted the first episode a couple hours ago. Let me just check. I just want to check the camera just to.
I
just
got
to-
you. No,
just
I
so
got
that
you.
my
I'm checking our.
conscience is good. Okay, we're good. But yeah, this camera, dude, it's getting really annoying. Like I said, this is our 4th freaking time recording this. We did a whole
Well, yeah.
30-minute segment before.
Well, and then last week it was this thing, but we got the cord for that, and then now it's the. It wasn't even the camera; it was the SD card.
yeah, it was it's been the battery, it's been the SD card, it's
Yeah,
been the body.
we
of
got
the
to figure it out
camera.
now, though.
We got it, yeah.
And we didn't realize until right after the first time the third time we started recording, the camera was.
Yeah. But anyway, enough about that. Let's just hop into our first topic here. David Dobrik. There's been a lot of drama surrounded David Dobrik recently. So
I don't know a whole lot about it. I think you know. Just maybe a hair more than I do.
Yeah, like as
Just
far
'cause
as
you
I
watch-
know.
I know you've seen that idiot that records with Trisha Paytas.
Yeah. So from what I know, David Dobrik was getting called out from Trisha Paytas, which used to record with David, which is ironic.
Yeah, well, I
And-
mean, we talked about it earlier. There was a clip in one of the old videos where she's like, "Oh, just letting you know, like Jason and I break up, I'm gonna expose all you guys," and everybody's like, "Oh, I think he's joking," and now they're living it. So
Yeah. So, dude, I do not like her, bro. Like she
just annoys me.
her voice it hits a frequency in my ears that I just don't like.
Yeah.
Anyway, so her and H3 Productions, which I actually really like H3.
I had no clue who that was until this. Whole thing.
His name's Ethan Klein, and they make funny videos sometimes, but I feel like he puts himself into drama a lot of times. Just to
I
be
mean, I
part
hate
of
to
the
say it, that's
drama.
what gets the clicks, man.
It does, and that's why we're talking about this.
Exactly.
So they called David Dobrik out, and it started this whole cancel culture thing about.
And
David.
also, like, I mean, don't quote us on anything because I only know. I'll just give you the rundown. What I think that I know is basically that. I mean, if you watch David's videos, you know that Dom is kind of like
sus.
yeah. So basically, to my understanding, this is like all of his fault. Like he basically sexual assaulted this girl, which is not a joke or anything by any means. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I'm just saying like I just
shout out Blake Frisch for subscribing to our channel.
I
Just calling that out.
I don't know. I'm just confused why David and Jeff are getting backlash for this when it was
Dom.
I feel like Dom has gotten no backlash for this.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's because David is the one that's given the green light to post all these videos.
I mean, yeah.
But at the same time, it's not him. You know what I'm saying?
Which this also just goes to show, doesn't matter how much good you do, because the one time that you
right and
mess up, you're done.
People never talk about the fact that David gives away cars and
I mean that's like all that he does is good stuff, and then the one bad thing that happens that, in my opinion, wasn't his fault. I mean, I get that he posted it and stuff. He probably shouldn't have done that or whatever, but
in my opinion, is like it's.
And I'm not. We're not shaming the girl that like
was
sexual, because like I said, that's not a joke like by any means. Like I feel bad that even happened to her in the first place, and that Dom is that that kind of guy. But at the same time, like I just feel like blaming David for.
The problem is, like, I don't think a lot of people realize is that they're just. I don't know why I still have this up here, but David and his crew is they're just all friends, just hanging out, just posting.
Well, and then there
was
before all this, there was a whole thing with Seth about that.
That
that scene of him and Jason. But then Scotty posted a video
about how
with the proof of like he was like okay with it, and he wanted to do it again.
He wanted to do it a third time because there was 2 times.
Oh yeah, he wanted to do it a third time, and then it got taken down, or he deleted it, I think.
Oh, Scotty.
He either deleted it or it got taken down. I forget which one.
And it makes absolutely no sense that now Seth is like, oh yeah, now all of a sudden he's just like calling him out basically. Yeah.
Like, oh, I was never okay with this, but like he's acting like it was such a traumatic experience when he was texting David like.
Either
it's fine.
Either
like I'm okay with my sexuality.
Either he's doing it for the clout, and he just wants to be on this cancel culture train and just like get.
Which is this whole thing. You can get canceled for anything, dude.
Or it's just he just had a change of heart or something, and that's just retarded too. So now all of that out of the way, David just quit social media. He posted a video like saying he's sorry for everything, and he just said peace out, and he's done with social media. He's done.
Which is crazy because there for like 2-3 years he was like one of the biggest YouTubers of.
He was my favorite YouTuber for a while, like up there with Danny Duncan. And now he's just quit. He did a podcast for a minute. It was called Views.
Yeah.
And he's like done with that.
Jeff isn't really posting anything anymore either because this whole
barbershop stuff and everything.
I mean, he posted a video of like. He posted an apology video and then he deleted it and then he redid it and now he's just like I don't think he's posted anything since.
Damn, bro. It's just it's stupid. It's really I just hate this cancel culture bullshit, man.
Yeah, and like I said, we're not disclaiming this girl for saying or like it's absolutely horrible that anything like that happened to her, but well, I mean there's no but. It's just like canceling David for that instead of like I said, I feel like Dom has gotten no backlash for this. And it was he was the one that actually did it.
I personally just deleted Twitter a long time ago because Twitter is just full of negative shit, man.
I literally just have Twitter to follow Oregon Duck Sports. That's literally it.
What social media do you use the most, or do you even use social media that much?
I don't post on anything except for
Snap, like when you're just doing shit.
Maybe that's really it. I don't post on anything. I use Twitter for sports stuff, TikTok obviously just for funny.
I have a really bad addiction to Instagram, bro.
Really?
I'm not. I can even check my screen time real quick, and I'll screen record this so you guys can see it.
I don't really get on Instagram that much. I feel like I'm on TikTok.
You can screen record your screen time if you want to.
I'm just like either scrolling through TikTok like.
So. What's your daily average for your phone?
It's not. I know it's not that much because I'm.
So mine is 3 hours and 14 minutes per day. Which is, how much is yours?
You said how much?
3 hours and 14 minutes.
Mine is 6 hours and 51 minutes.
Oh well. Well, no. Wait. What is total screen? What is your total screen time? Because mine says 6 hours 28 minutes.
Are you doing this?
Yeah, like this is what I see.
Oh, that's not what I'm on.
Wait, no. Yeah, this is what I'm on. 3 hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 6 hours, 15 minutes.
But if you look at see all activity, you can see what apps you use the most, and it says, I'm on Instagram.
Oh, and that was for my week daily average. My day average is 5 hours. I was on TikTok for 3 hours and 2 minutes.
for a day.
Yeah, my daily average is. No, not my daily average. Yeah, daily average 3 hours 27 minutes.
I am on Instagram for 2 hours 6 minutes. I just try to stay off all that stuff because
It's just the only time I'm really even on is like right before I'm going to bed. Just
checking
just watching patty cakes. And
yeah. Well,
stuff
no,
like
it's
that.
not even that. It's just like there's nothing good that really comes out of social media besides like promoting. For me, like I found that it's good for like promoting videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But when I'm just scrolling and just looking at other people's lives, all it does is just make me unhappy because in social media, you're just always showing the happiest moments of your life. And it makes
It's
you
not
think,
real.
and it makes you think, oh, these people are having better life than me.
It's just
I
like
gotta-
that when Cody goes on the blue ass water. Like people are like I could go to any person's Instagram and they're only gonna post like the highlights. Nobody posts like you know what I mean. Nobody posts like just a regular day.
That's the thing, bro. Like everybody has flaws. Everyone has like shitty things that happen.
They try and
in their
make
day.
themselves seem perfect.
And you can't even blame them really because like social media is almost like this competition to see who
can
has
get
the
the
most
most clicks.
followers, who can get the most like views on their story type shit, and it's just such a distraction, and it takes me away from the real world and experiencing, you know, the blessings that you can bring
Yeah.
in.
No,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
no, I believe 100%. My other thing is just like kind of like you said, it's just like a race for who can get the most.
Yeah, but and that's why I'm trying to just post my own like YouTube videos.
The only thing
and
that I even
things
get
like
on like that I watch on YouTube even is just Sush Modcast and like New Danny Duck, and that's really it.
Mm-hmm.
And like now that David Dobrik isn't posting anything.
The thing about YouTube is it's a tool. It's not just for entertainment, but it's a tool if you need to like learn something or you need to.
Oh
like,
yeah, there's like a how-to for
for
anything.
Like you could learn how to probably bury a dead body.
Oh, I guarantee it.
I like for me when I was first like getting into editing and like shooting and camera and stuff, and like YouTube was like my go-to for tutorials and stuff, and I feel like YouTube is just top dog when it comes to video creation. And there's really Vimeo, like who uses Vimeo?
I mean, TikTok kinda. People, it's so easy to blow up on TikTok. You can do literally anything and blow up on TikTok.
And the thing about TikTok is it's shorter videos, so the reason people get millions and millions of likes is because you can scroll through like hundreds of videos a day.
And yeah.
And whereas YouTube, you're not gonna watch 100 videos a day.
You might watch 3.
Because it's like 15-minute, 20-minute videos usually, infested with ads. Just
oh, dude.
And the ads on YouTube are just you get double ads and
yeah. Well, that's why like I like watching the Modcast because it's like they're like
do they not put ads on there?
Nope. They're like we don't. They just that's like their whole thing is like they don't want to be deep into a conversation or something, and then like just an ad pop up.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I had to check the camera again. We're at 15 minutes. I'll check it again in another 15. And that's another thing we're gonna put ads probably once we get bigger.
Yeah, we're like the biggest, the biggest. We're like, oh, dude, screw the ads. No, but
we're kind of contradicting ourselves. But whatever money we make, like same with Modcast, we're gonna put it back into here. Like we have a freaking IKEA table that was like $130. These are $50 microphones.
Yeah.
This mixer is not even a mixer. It's literally just like a $200 thing for audio. So we're gonna like our quality. We know like look at our logo, man. Like it's that. So whatever money we make off of this, we're gonna put it right back in. So the quality is better.
And
so
just if you guys view our videos even for like a minute, We appreciate like no matter what.
Oh yeah, like literally, if you like a photo or not a photo, but like a clip from like our IG or TikTok or anything like that,
Or
like
you want to subscribe and join the Rat Nation,
the Rat Nation. Yeah, like literally, it's crazy because like anything helps us. Like any uh um interaction with our page helps because a like is a like.
Yeah.
It's better than 0 likes. You know what I'm saying? So we got the David Dobrik controversy. The next thing I kind of want to talk about is music, the music scene right now.
I'm not loving it.
You're not loving it?
No, man. I mean, everybody knows that Roddy Ricch is my guy, and other than what he just did with 42 Doug, I have not seen anything in a while.
I feel like the music scene right now is
Drake and Lil TJ. That's it.
Drake. No. So obviously you know that I used to be like a SoundCloud producer and everything back in like 2017, and I saw this quote by Cole Bennett, who directs like the
He's the
Lyrical
GOAT.
Lemonade. And he said something that I really agree with, is the rap game feels super artificial right now. It's all controlled by these labels and these.
Well, there's also that thing where you might have seen it on TikTok. This guy like came out and was saying that like Playboy Cardi and Lil Nas X are not actually like that, but their label is forcing them to.
What was the theory for Lil Nas X? Like what was
that he's not actually gay, and his label's forcing him to be gay because it will get him more.
So do you think the label like saw Old Town Road on SoundCloud or something
and was like, how can we make this even bigger?
Yeah. Because it's kind of weird that all his songs have been hits.
And he didn't seem like. I would have never guessed that he was gay at all until he.
I mean, it's a stretch, but he could not be gay, and the label's like controlling him. I feel like he is gay, but I feel it's just sus to me that he's just this random little black dude on SoundCloud, and now he has $30 million videos.
I mean,
and,
Old Town
like,
Road
all this
was
stuff.
when it first came out. That's all anybody talked about for like
It was a hit.
a couple months. And then Billy Ray Cyrus hopped on the track, and it was just like.
And then they got like Mason Ramsey on it. That was crazy. But I feel like Roddy Ricch is definitely up there. Like my top 3 is definitely probably Roddy Ricch, and this is no in particular order. Roddy Ricch is up there. I'm a really big Logic fan because I'm biracial. And Logic, I really like Logic's old music and new music. And he's just like forever like one of my favorite artists. And then number 3, I'd probably say is Tame Impala. I don't know if you ever heard of Tame. They're like a band and they do like psychedelic music. And that's the thing. Like I don't listen to just strictly hip hop. I listen to
all kinds of stuff. I mean, I listen to Queen all the time.
And hardstyle.
Yeah, hardstyle too.
It's weird because like recently I've like opened up my music brain and just like I listen to country now.
Oh, I've always listened to country. Not always, but most of the time.
It's crazy that once you start listening to music that you think you'll hate, like you'll always find that one song in that genre that is like decent, and then
it opens up a whole.
Yeah, it's like a rabbit hole, bro. So, yeah, I just feel like there's always a conspiracy that the labels are just controlling the world or the Illuminati.
I mean, they do to a certain extent. I mean, I don't know if you remember. I'm not even talking about it because I don't. This dude made a hit song, and it was like, the song was like, hop out the motherfucking Porsche, and it was like really big in like 2016.
What was that? Was that by It wasn't by Fetty Wap, was it?
No. Anyway, he like had a label, and they were taking like over. I think it was like 80% of his thing, and then he dropped from the label, and none of his songs after that got big. But he's still like he's trying to get back into it, but now he gets 100% of his profits. He's like basically trying to be like labels are not it. Except for like Drake. I mean, Drake kind of is his own label, OVO.
Yeah, if I ever blow up as an artist, I definitely would probably want to stay independent because the labels take all your money, bro.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's nice having like the labels invest in you and like pay for all the.
But at the same time, it's just like
you don't want to be controlled. You never know what how complicated a contract can be. Whereas if you're independent, you just gotta worry about yourself and paying and financing yourself and
Yeah.
just making a profit off that.
I mean, it might be a little harder without a label, but at the same time,
Yeah,
it'll be
and
worth it in the long run.
Yeah, like there's a lot of independent artists that I really like, and that's what was so good about the SoundCloud age, man. It was like you would see SoundCloud rap, like little ass SoundCloud rappers making more plays
Oh
than
yeah,
these mainstream artists, and eventually like the labels like figured out the algorithm, and now the labels are taking control of all these. That's what happened with Lil Nas X. Like
I'll say SoundCloud kind of
it's
dropped off.
It dropped off, bro. And I remember
There was a point in time where like
it was
everybody
popping.
had SoundCloud on their phone. If you didn't have
Yeah.
SoundCloud on your phone, it's like, what were you doing, bro?
Yeah, bro. And now it's just like everyone's using Spotify and Apple Music. I don't know if it's
I
like
hate, dude, I can't. Spotify is
you
like,
can't do Spotify.
no, I only do Apple
Dude.
Music.
Bro, Spotify is so good because it's only on, like, you can get it on the PC, you can get on.
Yeah,
Mac
I
and
mean,
all
my
that
thing
stuff.
is like, I mean, you have to pay for Apple Music too, but I don't pay for mine Apple Music. So that's maybe I feel like that's kind of why it's
That's
like,
because you don't have to pay for it.
no, my parent we have like a family plan,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of just
Well, I have both. I have Apple Music and
freeloading off
Spotify.
my parents.
Yeah, but I feel like Spotify is just better for me because I have so many different like devices and that are not
Apple,
in the ecosystem of Apple.
and you can just sign in on no matter what. Well, I remember on my PS4, they like if you were using SoundCloud or not SoundCloud, Spotify on your PS4, it was like a premium.
Uh-huh.
So like when 2K17 was like the greatest 2K like era thing, that's what I would do. I just play Spotify in the background, and then play 2K all day.
Mhm. Yeah, bro. That's why Spotify is good. It is just like you can get it on literally any device you want, bro. And crap, what was I gonna say? I'm blanking out.
It's fine. I want to get back into like who's on top right now because if I were to go to my music right now, well, Polo G just dropped Rap Star, so Polo G's at the top of the thing right now.
Polo G's like easily top.
Oh,
5 in the
100%.
game right now. Like everyone's listening. Rod Wave is definitely up there too.
Yeah, that's like my thing right now is I have that.
I want to say
42.
Drake, but Drake has always been just like.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Scary Hours was. I mean, dude, we listened to that. What's that song? Wants and Needs Lil Baby, and Lil Baby
Dude, that
just
shit
goes
go
in.
hard, bro.
Yeah.
That shit go hard. At first, I was like, I don't know, but.
And then he just doesn't stop.
So I'd say it's like Lil Baby's definitely up there. Like everyone's listening to Lil Baby. You listen to Kid Laroi?
I did when that album first came out, but now not so much. Not as much as I'd like to. Dude, you know what I don't understand? I don't know if you're a big fan or not. The
What?
Young Boy, dude. I
Youngboy
don't know
memes.
why. Like, I can't do it. I used to like listen to him a little bit, like when like Astronaut Kid and stuff came out, but now it's just like to me all of his songs sound the same. But then like
This is a hot take. The only good Young Boy song is Bandit by Juice WRLD and Young Boy.
that song's terrible.
Dude, no, that should go hard. I don't need no Molly to be. And it was only Juice WRLD song or Juice WRLD part that was good.
That's what I mean. But it's like,
Can you
and there's no
name
such thing
three good Young Boy songs, bro. Name 3. I can't even name.
without looking.
I can't even. Yeah, I can't even name a Young Boy song off the top of my head.
I think that from his newest album, I literally only have 3 songs downloaded,
Yeah, dude.
and
he literally copied the Roddy Ricch cover, bro.
Dude, yeah, no, trust me, I know. And the thing is, there's no just average YoungBoy fan. Everybody that's a YoungBoy fan is like
It's either you're
die
with him
hard, bro.
or you're not.
I
bro.
forget who it was, but I was talking to somebody. I'm like, oh, he's not even that good. Every song sounds like, and they're like, bro, have you even listened to the lyrics? And I'm like, no.
If you have to defend an artist, like,
I
saying,
mean, I will say, I used to think that when Plug Walk came out, like I don't know,
with Rich the Kid.
I used to be like obsessed with Rich the Kid. And Jake
Plug
Rich.
Walk.
And when Plug Walk came out, I thought
shit
it
was
was
hard,
like
though.
I thought he was like the greatest artist of all time.
But no, like when you have to defend an artist and be like, oh, you haven't like listened to it in the right way, like you need to listen to it.
The
2
only
times.
person that's like
or
that,
like you have to listen to it with headphones. Like no.
doesn't do that much. I've been trying to get into ASAP Rocky and I can't do it.
Dude, me too, bro. Like I've always wanted to be like a ASAP Rocky because I like his like style.
I
bro.
do, but I just can't get into it.
He has dope ass music videos. Like,
Yeah.
when they're like flying around and that one shit, and he's dope. There's so many artists that I want to listen to, but I just
Can't get into.
for me like my problem is I listen to music, but I just always like listen to the same music that I've already
Oh,
listened
same 20 songs on
Yeah,
repeat. Like
like,
those memes. Those memes are so real.
to. Like I cannot like sit down and just like listen to a playlist from songs that I've this fucking mic. I can't listen to songs that are new and like I've never played because I don't know. I'm like it's almost like I'm scared.
Dude, we talked about this on the last podcast. If I don't know like an artist or something, like I'm not gonna like venture off. So like there was this one song that Drake hopped on with this dude that I've never even heard of before, and the only reason that I even listened to the song was because Drake was in it. I would have never just seen it and been like, oh, like let me go listen to this. Like I don't know.
Well, if you get a Drake feature, you're fucking.
Oh, you're the GOAT.
You're goated, bro. I don't know. And Drake picks his features. Like you can't. There's probably no amount of money you can pay Drake to get a
Well,
feature.
Lil TJ was just in an interview and they were asking like, who's your top, and he was like Drake. He said Drake, Kanye, and Lil Wayne, but he got Lil Wayne on the album. So
Did Kanye like quit music, bro? Because he dropped that Genius
well,
album.
yeah, I
right?
would say he went to that.
That's another big artist that I really want to get into is
What
Kanye. I haven't listened to a single Kanye album.
The only Kanye song I know is "Who's in Paris."
Who's Embarrassed?
No, I can't say it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, in Paris. Yeah.
Yeah.
The N word in Paris. I
You
mean,
know.
I can say it, but I'm gonna get clowned on.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
don't do
biracial.
that.
Yeah. The only song I've listened to Kanye is "Work It, Make It, Do It."
Oh my God.
Stronger. And I literally can't think of it. And it's weird because all the rappers nowadays is like when they get interviewed and be like, "Oh, who's your like inspiration for an artist?" They always say Kanye.
Kanye or Jay-Z, that's it. Kanye,
or like
Jay-Z, or Drake.
Cole. J. Cole, or like
Dude, J. Cole, after 2014, I'm sorry he fell off. That
Facts.
other album that he did was not that good.
the For Your Eyes Only album, or was it a different one?
I'm talking about
What was? Because he dropped the 2014.
that album was so fire. There was not a single miss. And then it was KOD.
Oh yeah. So I thought this. So you like this one?
It was all right. I just liked it. It was
I like
kinda
this
chill
one a
vibe. Yeah,
lot.
there's not a single miss on that whole album.
Wet Dreams, Fire.
That song was like.
No
I will
Role
say one
Models.
song I do like. I don't. It's not even J. Cole. It's Dreamville and J. Cole. Under the Sun with DaBaby.
Oh yeah.
That song's fire.
Under the Sun. I like this album actually. I think it was pretty good. I
No.
thought KOD was a good song.
No. No.
Actually, now that I'm looking at here, like that's the only song that I remember honestly. ATM was okay. But yeah, dude, I listened to Tame Impala, bro. Tame Impala is so good, bro. You gotta listen to it. Like
Who was that dude that you showed me the other day? That white dude.
Yeah. What's his name?
Put him on, bro.
Max the Demon, bro. Look at his profile picture. And he's fire, bro. He gets plays too.
4 million plays.
He gets how many? I can't see the monthly listeners, but this song. And it's just so funny. Here, let's watch the music video so you can get a better.
It's not even that. It's
take
like
on it.
you hear him and you're like, and then you see what he looks like and you're like, there's no way.
Yeah, Max the Demon. He's on World Star. 11 million views, bro. I'm gonna check the camera while this plays.
Get copyright for this.
I just start dancing. But he's fire. That's what's crazy, bro.
Bro, you ever heard of like 8th grade, like Ethan Rupp and I? You ever heard of Lil Mouse?
A little mouse.
Bro, look up Lil Mouse.
Little mouse.
Bro, this kid was like 13 years old.
After
This
I got
video
news
right
for
here.
you.
This guy.
Get smoked.
Bro, this dude.
Oh my god, the graphic.
Bro,
Like that is just
it's
straight
2012.
stock footage. Little mouse. I don't know why I'm getting called. Just decline.
Dude, 2012. This is like such a bang. All right, now pause it. Now listen. There was a Drake song, 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Drake's like he's like says something and he's like, I'm on my Lil Mouse drill shit. Like he shouted out Lil Mouse on one of his songs, and
yo,
like
that's a good
like
shout out right
that's
there.
how I found out about it. And then Lil Mouse got like he posted on his Instagram, dude, I think I'm like 6th, 7th grade, and I'm just like Ethan and I were like obsessed with Lil Mouse for some reason. And
0 to 100 was a huge song too, which
I
is
know.
crazy.
And he's like, oh, I'm on my Lil Mouse drill shit. And then he got that tatted on a Lil Mouse did.
Wait, Lil Mouse got Drake tatted on his
Like that. I'm like
that line.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't play all this because there's a lot of cuss words, but
It's just funny like how he's just like this
this
like
little ass kid, bro.
in I don't know.
Oh, this is him now.
Yeah. Yeah. He's still making music, but it's just not like
Dude. I wonder how Drake found him.
I don't know.
Does he have all the views now because of Drake? Or was it
That
like
I
his
don't know.
mom?
I know. Hold on, let me see what year 0 to 100 came out.
0 to 100 real quick. Oh, dude.
0 to 100 came out 2013, so a year after he shouted out Loma after that video.
Aliens. What are your let me close out this. What are your thoughts on aliens?
My problem is, you mean like UFO type stuff?
Let me just start by asking you this. Do you believe in aliens? Or are you on the side of I'm open to it?
I'm open to it. I'm not gonna sit here and say there's no other life form
Mm-hmm.
in the whole like other like. I'm not gonna say there's no other kind of life form on a different planet besides ours, because that's unrealistic.
The problem is there's no way we can find out, right? Because unless Area 51 comes out and says, okay, there's been UFOs in the sky, and we
Well, that's
know
what I
the
was gonna say. The other
evidence.
problem is you can video edit in Photoshop anything you want to,
yeah.
so it's like it's hard to believe what's real
Yeah.
and what's fake.
So my thought is I don't believe in aliens in the sense that I 100% think that there's aliens out there. I'm on the side of
You're open to it.
I'm open to it, but I don't think I have enough evidence for me to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Area 51 is obviously hiding something, but we don't know what they're hiding. Like, they could be hiding something that the government is like experimenting on that has nothing to do with aliens. And I feel like if an alien was to come to, because we don't have the technology to find another planet with aliens yet.
Oh no.
But if an alien was to come to Earth and find us, they
Would shoot it down immediately.
they wouldn't. We don't know. We don't know.
I do know. I'm telling you right now.
I feel like if they're intelligent enough to create a spaceship that can come to Earth, they would be intelligent enough to not be captured by Area 51. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen Planet 51?
Planet 51. Oh, the one with the like green aliens and shit.
Yes, bro.
Where the astronaut comes to the
when
alien
the
planet?
astronauts, dude, the first thing they did, obviously it's a movie, but the first thing they were doing was ready to kill him, bro. I'm telling you, if there was some
Dude, Spidey just like.
Yeah, that was my fault. I'm getting too excited. That was my fault. If an alien were
I was
to
about to knock it over again.
come here, the first thing that they would do is shoot that thing down. I'm telling you, bro.
You're saying that they would shoot us down, or we would
No.
shoot them?
We would
We would shoot them.
yes, the military would come in and execute this thing faster than they did Osama bin Laden, bro.
I don't know, man. I really don't know what the military would do. I think there would just be panic. There's definitely a protocol from the government that the government has, or like the.
Well, it's just like that one thing that they built that airport, and allegedly there's like
There we go.
allegedly there's like a you know what I'm talking about? I forget where it was. There's
Yeah,
like
we
allegedly
talked
like
about it before,
a
but-
base or something underneath the airport.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a base underneath the airport.
It wasn't like I don't know if it's like a base, but basically the building plan took 6 months longer, and they needed like a couple $1 million to build this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently they like leaked like the blueprint for the thing, and there's like something underneath of it. So it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
supposedly
I
for like the
remember
1%ers. So
talking
like if
about.
something ever happens, like the 1%ers know where this is at, and they can just
Mm-hmm. So if like maybe like
something like this were to happen.
if God came down and like raised like hell on earth, like that's where the
1%ers
1%ers
would go. Yep. So you and I are just screwed.
I know we were gonna not talk about religion, but let me ask you, like, because I've never even had this conversation with you. Is like, what do you believe in? Do you believe in a higher power that created us, or
Oh yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, but this whole like Big Bang theory, it's just unrealistic.
yeah. So uh, a story about me is I grew up in a Christian household and everything, and I always believed in God. I went to like church camps and all that stuff, and but like I didn't like research and read the Bible, or I didn't pray or anything like that when I was younger, because I was a kid. I didn't know. I was just following what my parents was telling me to do. And so when like especially in high school, when I was kind of like veering towards like the SoundCloud rap and started.
Oh, it's super far away from anything like
Yeah,
that.
and so I kind of got veered off that path, and then especially when I started having my seizures again, and I think it was just the fact that it was so miraculous that my seizures happened in the time that it did, because at the time when I was in like college and the army, I just hated my fucking life, like straight up, and I was like, I was so desperate for something to happen to me.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and like I wanted to leave college so bad, but since I'd sworn
You
into
had no
to the
out.
army, I was like, I I had nothing to do besides do that path, and I just fucking hated it. And I had a seizure, and the seizure was like low key a blessing, bro. And so that's
Because
when
now we're here.
because now we're here, and so much happier now, like out of college and not doing that
Doing
9 to
what you
5
want.
bullshit, and I'm studying my own shit, and so that's when I like started to get more interested in like the miracles that God does, and I started like reading the Bible, and that's how I got back into it. So I definitely think that uh, God exists, and I think because I've seen Him work in my life,
Mhm.
and um, I try to tell other people that, and I try to like spread the knowledge that I've kind of gained from the Bible and talking to my pastor and everything like that, so that miracles can work in other people's life. I know that was like super fucking cliche, but like
Well, my
that's what
thing
I
is,
got from
I used to go to church like every Sunday, would never skip, and then I couldn't even tell you the last time that my family went to church, and I keep meaning to go. Now that I have Sundays off for work and stuff, I keep meaning to go, but
there's just like so
I just
much
always have an
an
excuse,
excuse.
and there's really no excuse.
Was it like straight Christian, or was it like
Yeah.
Catholic? Okay. The problem with church is like it's definitely a thing that it's like a personal thing. Oh,
Sorry, I didn't mean to get
nice.
sidetracked.
Shout out, who's that? Emily.
Emily King.
Emily King. Shout out Emily King for following us on Instagram. Let me check the camera again.
I got you.
This is like the 4th time.
No, like I said, there's really been like there's really no excuse good enough for me not to have gone, but also back to what you were saying about how you were in the army and you just felt stuck, kind of like you didn't really want to like you felt like that's not really what you I mean, you wanted to do it to a certain extent, but at the same time
Right.
you're just like not happy.
Right. Did you want my thoughts on that, or did you have?
No, I
something
just
say?
wanted to elaborate. That's so like I'm not going to get too much into my job, but to a certain extent it's like it's like what I want to do that's realistic.
Mhm.
Obviously, I'd like to do something like this, but
Right.
it's for a realistic, like, stable thing. It's what I want to do, but like during the week when it's like, when like the only thing I'm doing is literally like going to work, going to sleep, waking up,
Right.
going back.
Right.
So like during the week, I'm just like, I feel like I hate my life. Like it's just
Yeah.
that was
'Cause-
that was a little dramatic. I don't. It's just like I just feel the same thing. It's same thing. And then on the weekends, like when I'm off, it's just like
Well, that's the thing with pursuing anything full time. Like for me, it's the videos, and like for you, I can tell like it's the fitness and the podcast and everything like that. Like that's what you want to do full time. So that's what like at our age right now, like we have to be making money.
oh
We
yeah,
have to be saving up money, so we obviously have to
or
work.
going to college. Right?
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna get
that's
into
what
that
some
again.
people are doing.
I'm not gonna get into
We're
that
not gonna
again.
get into that. But you and me, and I think a lot of other people can relate, like that are not in school or anything. You, especially when you're coming out of high school, it is crucial to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life, like what passion you want to follow, because you cannot come out of high school.
Well, especially like it's just like if you have a conversation with anybody, like even people our age, and you're like not going to school, and they're like, they just assume you're doing nothing.
Right. So you have to have a passion. You have to have something that drives you and something that you can make goals towards, that and something that you'll actually enjoy. And so right now, since we're young and we have no money, essentially, we kind of have to do this. Is like it's like the first chapter
Yeah.
of us kind of building up, and we have to do this on the side instead of full time. And so
Yeah. So it's like
instead of focusing on the college thing where you're pretty much setting yourself up to work full time and do nothing
the
on
thing
the
with
side.
that is it's like you're already on a set schedule. Like everybody, there's basically a layout for you, and you're just following. For us,
Right.
we gotta
Like, and even if like, even though we're doing this work thing and we're making money, even if the side thing that you might be pursuing, so like let's say you're working at a food shop or somewhere just to make money. Say you like doing music, okay, on the side. Say that doesn't work out or something. You can always still have that job or get a better job.
Oh yeah,
and
you always have a fallback.
you always have something that you can rethink and do something on the side, and you just keep on working until that thing develops into something bigger, and you can quit the main thing that you were doing to make money. So even though you're kind of struggling, I'd rather struggle in the first couple years of my life, my 20s.
Then be struggling when you're like 35.
Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it's just like Patty Cakes we watch on TikTok. He actually just quit his job a month or two ago and started doing fitness full time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like definitely, because I was studying film. It was a safe major. It was marketing and graphic design and it was called VCT, like visual communication technology. So I was like gonna be like on like a Photoshop job, and for jobs like that, I'd say and I did so much research on this. An employer that is like trying to find like a graphic designer or like a marketer or like a videographer, they would rather see your work than see a piece of paper that says, "Hey, I got this degree in
Which is
VCT."
crazy because I was just about to say most jobs now, it's like gotta have the college degree.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have the piece of paper that says, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I wasted 4 years of my life and $100,000."
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's gonna be the same thing for every job. Obviously, like you gotta have that piece of paper, but for definitely like the creative, like if you're a creative person, like if you're an artist, like whether it be for art or like you're into theater or
whatever it
video,
is.
or like for you it's like content creation or merch, like we're probably gonna do merch in the future hopefully, or something like that. I'd say it matters more to focus on developing your work on your own and being able to build a brand for yourself before trying to go up to an employer and have no work at all, no portfolio.
Yeah, and trying to
try to prove that you're worth it
to them instead of to
them.
yourself.
Right. And so that's kind of because I always had that thought running through me when I was in school, and that's why I was kind of questioning what I was doing there, and I was thinking about switching my degree entirely and just like doing something safer.
Like we talked about this the other podcast. The other problem with high school is it's not what do you want to do after high school. It's where are you going to go to college after high school.
Yeah.
So I'm sure for you it felt like
mm-hmm.
you were kind of like I have to like you had
something.
to go to school to do something.
Did your parents go to college?
My dad did. My mom did not.
So both my parents were dropouts,
Mm-hmm.
and so like that was it. Like not only that with the high school thing where it was like pressure, like oh you got to figure out your school. Like
you were trying to be the first one in your.
I was like it was almost like a thing where like I wanted to finish it for them.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? And so like I felt horrible about having the thoughts that I did, And that's like a huge mental thing. Like when you feel bad for having thoughts that you can't have.
Yeah.
And so that was causing a bunch of anxiety.
Especially
in
when
my
you don't have to feel that way.
head. Right. So, and the army was a whole other thing. Like that was a huge like physical feat that I had to do.
I'm
like
just curious because I don't know what made you just be like, yeah, this is like just for the army in general.
For
Like
the
what?
army? Do you want to check the camera real quick?
Yeah,
We can
just for
start
like
talking about it.
what people are.
Like what made me want to join the army?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get into that. So is it still recording? Okay. So I don't know if you know Noah Hill.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know Noah Hill.
Yeah.
I was about to say, never mind. Okay. Anyway, Noah Hill. So he's in the National Guard. Okay. And he's doing his own thing. He joined the National Guard when he was.
He actually just followed us on TikTok. I didn't tell you that.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
Well, anyway, he joined the National Guard when I think he was a junior in high school, which is crazy. And basically, the main benefit of the National Guard is that when you join, you get full tuition paid for whatever school. So like, when you join, you get not only the monthly GI Bill, which is like an extra $300 a month just for like working. So the reason I really joined was like
The benefits.
I was getting paid to work out,
Mm-hmm.
and at the time like I was like 250 pounds. This is like when me and you stopped working out, like when we first started. Like
Yeah.
When we thought we were hot shit.
We weren't
and
that serious.
And I was fat as hell, and it was like, okay, if I join the National Guard, I'm gonna be like chilling because it's gonna like I'm forced to work out, and I'm like forced to like I'm getting paid for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I didn't know what I was really getting into. You know what I'm saying?
It was just kind of like.
So and then like the first drill, it really hit me like that I went to, because we were doing like all these exercises and like for the PT test, like that stressed me the fuck out because I was surrounded by all these buff dudes and
Oh,
just,
yeah.
like, these and I was just like I was probably like, one of the biggest kids there, just like doing push-ups and
Yeah.
like you can imagine. I was just stressing. the fuck
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And like one of the requirements was you had to do, I think it was like 55 push-ups in like 2 minutes or something crazy like that, and then you had to do like 70 sit-ups in like 3 minutes, like, and then you had to do a 2-mile run in under 16 minutes. And I could not do that when I first joined. So I literally had to grind, bro. I
Just to get. Was that just like the entry PT?
no, that wasn't the entry thing. Like the stupid thing is you can join when you're like the only thing that they require of you is like you have to be a certain weight, and I was really like, the max weight you could be, bro. Like I think at the time like I shredded off a couple pounds when I joined just so that I could like get in. I think the max weight you have to be is like 200. So I was like 200 pounds when I joined for my height. Like obviously it's like a height weight thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so that was just super stressful, like just thinking about and basic too. Like I was stressed out about basic because basic is just like like
Do you see like?
because I couldn't really ask Noah about it because he was at basic when I first joined, and I was like I didn't know what I was really getting into. Like the only thing that
You felt kind of on your own.
I definitely, because there's nobody in my family that's ever been in the army before, and then there's nobody that I knew besides Noah. And Noah was just like, oh yeah, do it, man. Like you get free college, and it's not that
You're
hard.
just like, oh.
But Noah's like this, like doesn't he play like football and lacrosse and all that stuff? And he's like a sports guy. The only sport I've ever played is freaking soccer when I was like 12. And so the whole thing was stressful, and I ended up having a seizure while I was doing I woke up at like 9 a.m. and I had a project that I had to turn in. Like I had to make a movie poster for like this class, and I started twitching while I was doing the project, and then the next thing I remember, like I just blacked out. I woke up on the ground. Did I tell you this before?
Mm-mm.
Like the first story. First seizure I had, I woke up on the ground. My pants were all wet. I peed myself during the.
It's not funny, but
It is pretty funny. So my my thing was just dripping, bro, and it stinked so bad. I looked down and it was just all wet. The floor was all wet. My pants were all wet, and it was like dripping down to my sock. And I'm sorry for anyone who has seizures before and has gone through this, but
You're literally the victim of the seizure. You're allowed to laugh as much as you want.
So I woke up and my head. Yeah, I can probably show a picture on the podcast, but I'm not gonna pull it up right now. But
So were you the only one in the room?
so yeah, so like my
That's
mom,
even scarier.
my mom was at work. My brother was at school. My sister was at my dad's house.
So
in
you're
Delaware.
just like,
And thank God there was this lady that was doing construction because we had just moved into this new house. There's this lady doing construction on our house that like my mom knew, and
she's like, holy crap, this kid's dead.
so well, I woke up on my own. Like she didn't, because she was like all the way in the other part of the house. Like so, imagine like we're in this basement, like and your mom is like upstairs,
Okay.
type shit. So I woke up and my arm was just in this extreme pain. Have you ever broken an arm before?
No.
Dude, it is so fucking painful. Like I woke up and I could not move my arm. I was like, I woke up and I was tearing up because it was
So
just so bad.
you wake up and you just have piss all over yourself.
Yes.
Your arm hurts and you're
Imagine
just
how
like,
confused I am, bro.
yeah.
So first thing I do is call my mom. I'm like, yo, I cannot feel my arm. I just woke up. I looked at the mirror and my face is all like, I have a black eye. My face is like.
It looks like you just got jumped and pissed
it looks
yourself.
like. That's what I thought, bro. I thought someone came into my house and like
just-
stole my money or something, and
I mean, you have no idea. You woke up and you're just like,
and I'm still kind of out of it too. Like I'm like free. Like my arm was in so much pain. Like I cannot put into words how much my arm was in pain. So then I tell the construction lady that I'm like, I didn't even know what to tell her. I was just like, okay,
I
look like shit. Go ahead. What's your
So
question?
before you went and talked to this lady,
What's your question? This is the worst. This is the worst topic we'd be laughing at.
did you at least change your pants? Or did you just like walk up to this lady, just like drip drying down the hall?
Dude, I honestly don't remember if I changed my pants or not. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I would. We'll give you
There's a slight chance that I went to the hospital with the same pants drenched in pee.
You had to drip dry. Couldn't even get it.
Dude, when I tell you I peed myself, I fucking peed myself, bro. Like my pants were they were gray, and then by the time I woke up, they were black. Or at least the front half of it. And I go up to the construction lady. I'm like, okay, I do not know what happened to me, but I need to go to the hospital right now. So she's like, she runs up to get her keys.
Oh, okay. Boom. So
Boom.
she wasn't just like, why? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
So she was cool.
Okay.
So we.
Yo, shout out the construction lady, man.
Facts. I don't know her name, but whatever.
She just sees this random kid who pissed himself, said he needs to go to the hospital.
She's gay too, and so she, she got, I don't remember how, but she got her like wife or her girlfriend or something, and like we drove. This is like it was so weird because I was with these two ladies that were lesbian, and I was running and I was having a seizure. My arm was broken. Like this is the weirdest
piss all over
shit
yourself.
that has ever happened to me in my life. And my arm is in so much pain. I'm in the car and luckily the hospital is only like 10 minutes away, which is pretty long, but it's like
still.
We get there and my stepdad Bob shows up. And
Yo, shout out Bob, man.
Yeah, shout out Bob. And of course I had to wait like 15 minutes before they could get someone in because of COVID and everything.
Oh my! I'm assuming nobody else could come in with you.
And yeah, dude. And so, my mom is freaking me out, texting me like she's like, "Are you okay?" Like everyone's freaking out, texting me. And I get to the hospital, and finally I get into his bed, and they give me some sort of drug, and then I go to sleep. They ask me questions about like what happened,
And you just don't remember anything.
and I'm like I do not know what happened. So they ended up putting me into like this sleep pill, craziest shit ever. Like I can't even like.
Just knocked you out.
It just knocked me the fuck out. And while I was sleeping, they popped my arm back into place. So when that went good, and I woke up, my arm was all good. I was like, yeah. obviously it had to be in like a sling after
Yeah.
and everything, but they did a brain scan and it showed signs of a seizure. So I was in the hospital for like 2 days, got out, and then I was really like, the weird thing is, I was happy that all happened to me.
I mean, did you figure you were gonna get discharged from the army and all that stuff?
Yeah, like
I mean, like we said, you can get discharged for literally anything.
yeah. So I figured my first thought was like, I can get out of the army. I can get out of the army, and I can go back to Delaware and pursue music and videos. I was like,
You're set.
this is literally it, and it's the craziest thing because of like, if this happened to anyone else, like all these medical bills that I had to do, like all the shit. If this happened to like you,
I'd be devastated.
You'd be pissed.
Mainly just because, like, if something like that were to happen to me, I would have to quit my job and I would just be stuck here.
You gotta realize I can't drive.
I was gonna ask you, how long is it?
This happened in January, so.
No, I mean, like, how long has it been since your last? Because I know you have to wait a certain time.
Oh, it's been like a month and a half to 2 months.
I'm kind of glad that it hasn't happened when, like, the time we're hanging. Like, that's like every time that we go and work out or something, I'm like, I mean, obviously I know what to do because where I work, people have seizures all the time, so I'm like hip to it. But it's just like
the thing that sucks. The only thing that really sucks is I cannot drive. But we're hoping when I see the doctor next that he'll be like, yeah, you can drive, and because I see him May 5th, and that's something huge I've been praying about. That I can drive again and I'm able to like do more videos. Because I'm stuck in my dad's crib, and that's the worst part. And the other thing that sucks is I gotta do meds in the morning and at night. So I take like 1,700 milligrams of seizure medication, and if I literally take 1 day off, I'm like fucked. Like there's no question I will have a seizure. So I have to stay like dedicated to my medication. But other than that, dude, like I'd rather have to go through all this medication stuff
then deal with what you were
than
before.
deal with college every day, doing essays and all this bullshit. Then, like, I would rather be in the position I am than, like, that's more of the story.
You think it would have been different if you were just in college and not the army, and you were living on campus and in a dorm and all that? Or probably still not. So,
shout out Joe Monster. Actually, you want to check the camera real quick? Just
yeah,
fucking quick.
Me? Yeah.
I was about to say,
shout out Joe.
Shout out Joe Monster. Is it still recording? Yeah. Okay. Joe, and also shout out Adriana and Melvin if you're watching this. They were the only two people that I ever even spoke to at BG.
I think Emily Roon goes to BG, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think I saw her like one time walking past, but I was like too awkward to say hi.
Still shout out Emily Roon.
Yeah, shout out Emily. But yeah, dude, I was living off campus because I lived like, my mom's house was like 15 minutes away from BG at the time, so I just figured, hey, I'm not gonna live on campus because COVID, and I didn't want to pay for the room and board or anything. Because the National Guard pays for your tuition, but not the room and board.
So you were able to stay at your mom's while you were in the.
So I was literally going to college for free since I was living with my mom, and the National Guard was paying for my tuition and like my books and shit. So I was not living on campus. And is everything good?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, good. Okay, anyway.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be rude. I just.
No, I was wondering if everything was good.
No, sorry. I'll tell you off camera.
Anyway, I was not living on campus, and I feel like when you're in college, like if you want to have a good experience, you have to be on campus.
You have to live on campus. That's like the main reason people go. It's like,
because when you're in class, especially with this COVID shit, half my classes were online. So
yeah,
I wasn't
so you're just stuck at home.
I was not even at BG half
It's like
the
high
time.
school all over again.
Yeah, and so in the classes I would have, like, I don't know if you ever been into like a college class, anyone that's watching, or I don't know, you haven't, but like it's the same thing with high school. You don't really talk, like you don't really conversate with people.
Yeah.
Like you just listen to the teacher the whole time. You know what I mean? And so when I was there was really no social gathering or no like it's nothing I could really do to
Well,
get
that was also like when COVID first started and everybody was like scared to even like
exactly.
be in the same room as
So
each other.
I was lonely, I was depressed, I was having anxiety, and it was just awful, just fucking dog shit. So I I don't know. I just feel like college, for me. I mean, I always say, oh yeah, like I hate college. I don't endorse it or anything like that. But I just feel like for me, it is. I had a bad experience because I went in during COVID and I didn't have a roommate or anything like that to like
Yeah.
socialize.
And my whole thing is I was I was just a horrible student and I hated school, bro. I mean the only thing that I even enjoyed a little bit was just being able to see my friends every day, but
Yeah.
I
Well-
hated doing schoolwork and I knew off like always that college was not going to be for me.
It's not anything like with you like specifically. It's for a lot of people like studying and like test taking
It's
like
not
this,
for
this
everybody.
government school bullshit. It's not for everybody. It's not. So if you can't if you know in your mind that you're not gonna be able to just
Don't even
like
waste your time and money.
do college, like don't waste your money on that. That's the biggest thing. Like I like having these 4 years is so like good to know that I have 4 years to just like make money and just build my
Well,
shit
yeah,
up.
that's my thing now is like with my job, like making the amount of money that I do, I literally like these people that I went to high school with are going to come out 4 years from now in like serious debt, and I'm going to come out 4 years from now and probably have my own crib and all this other stuff
Go be
that
in the
they're going to
crib.
be behind on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not everyone's gonna be coming.
Well,
out of
yeah, and
college.
there were some people that would graduate college and get a good job in that degree and make,
Mhm.
6 figures, but
But it's never a guarantee. Like you gotta think about it. You're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on something that's not even guaranteed.
oh yeah, and people like we talked about this last podcast. You know when people switch their major
Like
halfway
midway
through,
yeah. There's
or don't even get a job in there.
like we can even look up statistics real quick. This is our this is what we had planned out for the thing. How many people? What should I look up? Statistics of switching majors through college. It's probably more than 50%. About 1/3 of students enrolled in bachelor's degree programs changed majors, compared with 28% of those enrolled in associate's degrees. About 1 in 10 students.
1 in 10 students change their major.
More than once, or so that's more than one time that they changed it. 10% of associate's degree students and 9% of bachelor degree students.
That's like
So that's like if you're
I really only suggest like you go to college if you know exactly what you're gonna do. Like nursing majors, like they know exactly what they're gonna do. They go
Right.
in and or like a lawyer, like when it's like super specific. Like these people that go in and get like a business like a business major, it's like
well, no, I think it's more of like people go in for like the creative thing that they want to do. So so I know this guy. Shout out Buckby from Jets. Like he went into college, like you want to be a historian, and there's not many jobs
No.
besides like working at a museum.
or you want to work on for the History Channel.
Yeah, and so when you realize you get to college that you spent like 50 grand for your first 2 semesters, you're like, okay, well I can't drop out because I just spent 50 grand. I have to get another
stuck.
bachelor. So that's why people are changing it, because they're getting something safe and they have to do that for the rest of your lives. Like that's some bullshit. Like people are getting stuck in these situations, not figuring out of high school what they want to do. So that's why I always say it's so important to figure out a passion when you're in high school.
And
And
don't
follow it.
let these teachers and guidance counselors mislead you into what college you want to go to. The question needs to be what do you want to do, not where
Right.
do you want to go to college.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
It's crazy, like how it's just so crazy to me how they push us so hard.
I know, and it's crazy to me also that they don't push these creative things in school.
It's like all senior year, like it's like, oh, where are you going to college at, blah blah blah. And then when I would tell people like, oh, I'm not going to college, I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not this, but doing what I do now. They're just like that. The conversation would end. They just be like, oh, okay.
Like
They didn't care.
and it's also like, why isn't there a class? Like I wish there was a class in school that like helped me like figure out what I want to do. Like I feel like that would be so beneficial to like students. Like why is art so like art class, like drawing, like why is that so thrown under the rug? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is math up here and art is down here? Like, why is music down here and why is like this
Especially when
up
like half
here?
the math and like other stuff that you learn, you're not gonna use. Like
Right, bro.
it's just to meet this like government standard.
Yeah, and that's so I think that's why the system is messed up, and I think people are just getting stuck in this 9 to 5 race, and it's just really important that you figure out what you want to do. We're gonna move on from this topic though, because it's been a minute. Move this over here. Do we want to do the tier list for the fast food just to change up the mood here?
Sure.
All right.
So we'll end it with that.
Yeah, we're an hour and 6 minutes in, by the way. So we're gonna do this fast food tier list. You probably don't eat fast food much anymore, but
Still, I mean, not as much.
I'm not gonna lie, I still eat fast food here and there.
Not as much as I did, but I mean, I still.
We're still familiar with all these places, yeah. But there's a few on here that I've only had like once or twice, and I can't give like a solid opinion on. Let me start screen recording real quick. So which ones up there have you not really had or don't really have an opinion on? Is there any up there that you see?
Jack in the Box, the only one I have not had.
Okay, yeah, same. I've never had Jack in the Box. You've had In-N-Out?
Yep. My uncle lives in Vegas.
Oh,
I
really?
actually almost died at In-N-Out. If you want me to tell that real quick.
Yeah. What happened at In-N-Out?
So I was probably like, first off, Vegas is not fun unless you're 21. I was like, I want to say I was like 12 or 13, and I started choking
on what?
at In-N-Out on a burger. I took a bite of a burger. I started choking. Like to the point where like I had to like I was like I didn't tell anyone. I started choking and I just like ran to the bathroom, and like I was just on the floor like wheezing. And my like dad came in and was like, "What is going on right now?"
Was it a good burger though?
It was, dude. They're freaking huge. Like people like don't understand like that they're like.
Isn't that they have like double doubles or like triples?
It's like I don't know if you had five. My bad. I don't know if you've had Five Guys in a while.
Oh yeah, I have.
It's like that, except like not as expensive, I guess.
Yeah, I've never had it. I wait. We need a row where it says haven't had. I've never had In-N-Out, but you can rate it at the end, like we did for the Pixar tier list, where we'll rate it at the end. Okay, so we'll put that there. Another one that I haven't really had is I've never had Panda Express, bro.
I have once.
Was it a traumatic experience or no?
I got dragged there by my ex-girlfriend, so not really.
Okay. Anyway, let's start with Arby's.
It's D, bro. I used to have the beef and cheddar sandwich every single day. Not every single day, but I would have.
So you used to like it?
Well, because my dad like loves Arby's, so like every time we go out to eat or something, he's like, "Oh, you want to get some Arby's?" I'm like, "No."
It's just underwhelming, bro.
It is.
It's you.
And they have like this meat sandwich now with like every kind of meat, like chicken, steak, turkey, and it's just like
their slogan is literally "We have the meats," and you go there, and it's like the shittiest meat.
Oh,
bro.
dude, it is. And
it's just you.
It's like wet and it just smells.
The roast beef sandwich.
The
You
only
eat into it and it's just
the only good
meat.
thing from Arby's is their curly fries.
Yes, bro. That leads me to my next point. Like that's the only saving grace about Arby's, bro.
I'm
like,
still putting them D tier.
But the curly fries, bro, are
I don't
so
care.
good.
There's one thing on the menu. Even their chocolate shakes aren't good, bro.
And you got to think about their shakes too. Have you ever had the mint? I mean, that's another thing. You can get a mint shake anywhere. But I'm gonna say D tier, yeah, because their main course isn't good. We're not relying on a side to save them here. You know what I'm saying? Like the curly fries.
Oh yeah,
that's the only good.
Well,
thing
you can
on
also
their menu.
like buy the curly fries like frozen at Kroger.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
curly fries.
he's like, yeah.
Okay. Burger King.
The Whopper's the only good thing on the menu. Bro, they sell tacos and hot dogs. Put them on the D tier and let's move on. I'm not even like
The thing with Burger King is it's literally just a regular ass burger. There's nothing special
and the
about
fries are. There's that enough said. Burger King is
Little Caesars.
Little Caesars is A tier, brother. For $5, you're getting a quality pizza, man. I can't. And the crazy bread goes insane.
It's not S tier though.
No,
it's not
and it's the only reason it's A tier is because it's $5.
Carl's Jr.
Never, I've never had it. I didn't even see that.
Chick-fil-A. S tier.
S tier for sure.
Dude, do we even have to explain?
No,
The people know, bro.
they know.
Great service, great food.
100%.
Chipotle, S tier.
S tier. I get
S tier.
Chipotle like 3 times a week.
We're getting it after this.
Yeah, I get Chipotle 3 times a week. Domino's pizza, dude. I have Domino's like.
I've had a lot of Domino's in my life.
I have Domino's probably like twice a week because it's the only thing that delivers to where I work. So, but their salad and their chicken and their pasta is super good, but their pizza is not it.
They're like the most regular like pizza. It's not amazing. It's not like bad. It's just like regular. It's not like
that. Oh, it is on here. I'll talk about that when
I'm gonna say B tier.
Yeah.
Like it's in the middle. Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen, I don't have that often, so I can't really. Their food, I can't.
I used to work at Dairy Queen.
Oh, I forgot about that. You like
Yeah.
hated it, didn't you?
Yeah, and that's not gonna bring it down because it was not their fault or completely judging on the food, but fuck my boss.
Oh, wasn't that the job that you just like?
I quit.
You just blocked him.
Yeah, and so the thing about Dairy Queen is you never go to Dairy Queen for the food.
No, you go for the ice cream.
You go for the ice cream. So it's D tier because it's a
For
ice cream
their
place.
food, yeah, their ice cream, no.
Five Guys. I'm gonna say
Five Guys is S tier. Actually, no. I'm putting it at A because it's so expensive. It's a nice burger,
Yeah.
but it's so expensive.
You get a burger. There's just literally you can just get a burger and it's like $10. No fries.
It's more than that.
Like no, I'm talking about like the burger itself.
Oh yeah,
Like it's just $10 for a burger.
yeah.
And it's good.
It's quality, but it's just like you can't go there more than
If
like once
if it
a
was
month.
like $2 cheaper, I'd consider putting it
Yeah.
S tier. So I'm
you
gonna
can
say,
get a Chipotle burrito for cheaper than a Five Guys burger.
but it's very close
It's
to S
so
tier.
good though.
KFC.
KFC, the one in Delaware is like shady. I feel like all KFCs except for a couple are like
It's pretty shady.
shady or just like disgusting.
No, I've had some good experience with KFC. I like their chicken.
The only one I've ever eaten at is the one in Delaware, but I feel like all of them are just like I gotta put it in D tier.
I'm gonna say C tier.
Okay, I can agree with you on that.
Because-
Like I said, the only reason I'm saying that is just because the one in Delaware is disgusting.
It's not like you eat KFC and you like hate it. Like I can eat KFC and enjoy it.
Oh, I can, but I would never eat in the K. Like this
Yeah, I'd have to order it.
That's the only
outside.
thing that's like
Yeah, but I feel like that's just a Delaware thing. McDonald's.
McDonald's is S tier. Everybody eats McDonald's. I don't care who you are. You people are like, oh, McDonald's is disgusting. I don't care. You still eat it.
McDonald's. It's just
McDonald's
a classic,
is your
bro.
bang for your buck.
Yeah, bro. You can get a McChicken for $1, bro. Papa John's.
Papa John's, I
I-
hate Papa John's, bro. I
Really?
hate Papa
You
John's.
don't like Papa
It's
John's?
so disgusting, dude. Like, there was one day, the last time I had Papa John's was when I was like 15 years old, and I like ordered a pizza to my house, and then I like ate it, and I just like, I threw it up right after, bro. It was so bad.
Someone calling you?
Yeah, don't say who, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Shout out to you if you are watching this and you
Hold on.
remember calling them. Do we want to cut this part out or?
No. Just keep going.
All right, so Papa John's D tier. I don't eat Papa John's anymore or like a lot, so I'm just gonna say D tier because I'm gonna take your word for it. Pizza Hut, bro. Pizza Hut from school was the best pizza. I don't know if you remember. Like, did you eat lunch? Like, did you buy lunch?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Did you pack lunch?
Oh, yeah. It was like every Wednesday they had pizza.
Yeah, and remember they would always have Jets, Domino's, and Pizza Hut, and Pizza Hut was always the best one.
100%.
Always the best
100%.
one. Their cheese is so, like, I'm gonna say A tier, bro. Straight up. It's obviously not.
Oh,
S
and
tier.
well, that's the like only place I'll get stuffed crust from.
Dude, their stuffed crust is so good. It's just so good.
Popeyes is S tier. I don't know if you've had Popeyes before.
I have just one time.
I've had it
it's
like
S
3 or
tier?
4 times. It's so good.
We gotta try that one sometime.
It's
I've
so
only had it
good.
one
The
time.
only problem is it's like super far.
I'm gonna say S tier too, even though I've only had it one time. I got
Their
their
biscuits are the only like place where I can get a biscuit from, and I'm like,
the one time I had a bad experience because I got like the mashed potatoes and the mashed potatoes were cold as shit. I don't know why. I got the chicken and the mashed potato. I didn't get the fries.
did you get the biscuits?
No,
Wha-
I got the worst shit on
That's
the
like
menu.
that's like what you go there for. It's a chicken sandwich and the biscuit.
Yeah, so I just had a bad experience with it. Sonic is C tier. Because, yeah, I'm gonna say C tier. The experience is kind of lit because you go through the drive-through and they're rolling on roller skates and they got the shakes.
Dude,
and
there's a place that's not on here. It's right by Topgolf. I think it's Swenson's. Dude, have you been to that place?
No.
I've never been there, bro. But like when I'm at Topgolf, I see they like dead sprint to your like. That's like their
Really?
thing is like they like. It's not like oh they jog like they bolt it to your car and then bolt it back.
It's by
And-
Topgolf, like by IKEA and shit.
Yeah, so it's basically like what Sonic does, except they're like,
They're in a rush always.
and it's not like I said, bro. It's not like they're running. Like they are like booking it to your car and then booking it back.
Do they have it like on a tray? Like
Yeah, and they're like dead sprinting with your
Holy
food to your car,
shit.
and they like run up to your window, and they do everything in a hurry. Like when you come out to order, they like,
I feel like I'd be paranoid that it'd
You're
like
like,
fall over.
dude, we'll have to go sign. They like bolt it to your car and then bolt it back.
What kind of food do they serve? Is that
Everything. It's like Sonic. Everything.
Anyway, Subway.
Subway is
I
pretty
fucking
bad.
hate Subway.
It went.
It used to be so good back in the day, bro.
Listen, this is how you know the Subway is D tier. There's Subways in Walmart.
That's facts. That's actually facts. But remember back in the day when you were like a little kid and you would get like
Oh, Subway was busting, respectfully.
like a pizza, remember the pizzas?
Yeah,
And then you get the icy.
but now it's
Remember
just
walking
like,
into Walmart and you would see the icy like
that would be like
thing?
the most,
That'd
and
be
your parents
so
and like,
lit.
but your parents knew like the whole time Subway was just trash. So they're just like, yeah, well,
But when you grow up, you're like, dude, this is shit. This is fucking shit.
oh
The
yeah.
Subway,
Now I hate it.
like they have way too much bread on their subs. It just feels
It's
like
just
I'm just
not
eating
good.
it as straight
Jersey
bread.
Mike's is the superior. Have you ever had
Oh.
Jersey Mike's?
Maybe like one time.
It's superior.
I go to Jimmy John's for my subs.
Oh, I forgot about Jimmy John's.
I'm gonna say D tier, bro.
Yeah,
It's cool when you're a kid, but like
I
when
would
you grow
put
up,
it
you're
below
like-
that if there was one.
Yeah, like F tier, bro. Taco Bell, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
The one in Delaware sucks.
No, bro. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The one in Delaware, the line is either it's either 15 cars deep or, dude, I've like,
But you gotta admit, bro. Like when you were starving at like 3 a.m.
Yep.
off the shits, and you were just
Taco
craving
Bell.
something. Taco Bell was just that the beam of light in the sky. That was just like your saving grace. And you
I
could
do have a
munch
Taco
on
Bell
something.
story. So it's like it's like 2. I think they closed at 3. I got there like 2:30. I waited like an hour, bro. I pull up to the window. It's like 2:45, and they're like, yeah, we don't have any beef or chicken." And I'm like, I literally said nothing. I'm like, "Of course you don't." And he's like, "Sir, you can get out of my line." And I'm like,
What?
I was like, "Of course you don't." Like, of course I just waited like almost an hour for this, and you don't have it.
I mean, you can't even order at that point if you
No,
if
you
not
can't.
beef
You
or chicken.
can't.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you can get is like the nachos at that
Or
point.
a cheese case. Yeah.
A cheesy roll up. That's what my brother gets. He doesn't get the
Yeah.
beef.
Same.
But Taco Bell, bro.
I'm still putting it A.
Yeah, Taco because it's open 24 hours. It's a great stoner thing. I'm not a stoner.
I'm not either.
But Taco Bell is just like goated.
And Wendy's is S tier as well. Wendy's is
Yes,
the
sir.
superior between McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King. Wendy's is the best tasting, but McDonald's for some reason will still be.
Yeah, because McDonald's is the
upper hand.
classic, bro. But Wendy's the 4 for 4, bro. You can't
Oh, it's
get better than that.
yeah. You know you can't,
You cannot.
especially when you get like
when you're broke and you didn't get
yeah, dude.
paid.
Open lunch every day. I was either getting Chipotle or Wendy's 4 for 4.
Bro, it's goated. It's literally goated.
And
White Castle.
you better put that straight. I think you like. Oh, maybe it was you, somebody else. So it's like, bro, I don't know if you noticed, like, or like they're like, I know this is like kind of hot take, but White Castle's like goated. I'm like, no.
No, it's
Was that
every
you?
time. No, White
I
Castle.
forget who that was.
There's a movie that I saw. It's called Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. That's the only thing that's like wanted me to bring it up because I remember thought it was funny, that movie, because they go to White Castle when they're like stoned. But like when you actually go to White Castle, it's just shitty. Like their sliders are fucking nasty.
Oh, dude.
And then afterwards, like
You're not-
every experience I've had diarrhea just
You're
coming
not,
out of my
you're
asshole.
not coming up the toilet.
There's one time I literally vomited after because it was just so fucking disgusting. And it's just does not. I don't know if it's a personal thing for me. I don't know if that's ever happened.
no,
to you.
that's definitely me too, 100%.
I'm just like, dude, it's gotta go like here, bro. I want it to be there because every time
I wish I never had it.
So where's In-N-Out at?
Oh, I'm putting A tier. I would put an S, but you can't get it everywhere. You can only get it Vegas, Texas, and California. So
Is that the reason, or is it just like?
Yeah.
Is it a little underwhelming? Because I hear shit
no,
all the
it's
time.
it's super good. It's just I'm just putting it there because you can't like
Okay.
like for us to go to an In-N-Out. I think the closest one is Houston.
Okay. All right. So that's our fast food tier list, everybody. We've gone for an hour 20 minutes, which is pretty good. You got anything else you want to talk about before we head out? Got any more conversation topics?
No, just obviously this will be our third one. So depending on how the first and second one do, like I said earlier, we appreciate even if you just view our Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously a like would be ideal, but anything helps. Literally anything.
Literally just scrolling through and just seeing our post helps. So, we really. I'm getting a bunch of Snapchats right now because we just posted the first episode. Like, what was it, like an hour, 2 hours ago?
Yeah, I think we're at 55 views. Let me look. And then that person called me.
Yeah.
I thought I had them blocked.
So before.
We have 55 views.
Before we leave, we just want to say thank you. Before we this is the third episode.
I mean, dude, the fact that we're already at 55 views on the first one and it hasn't even been it's only been a couple hours is like still crazy.
I mean, 19 of them were us viewing it 19
Well.
times. But we appreciate you guys hitting us up and saying, yo, this is dope and everything like that. So we're definitely gonna do more. We got 2 guests coming in for the next.
And if you want to be on the RatCast, please hit us up in the DMs.
And the DMs, like I said, our animation will pop up again here, IG, TikTok, or you can just hit us up on our main accounts. If you see our RatCast official, you probably know what our main accounts are.
Yeah.
We got my boy Fabio NT signing out. So we'll see you guys later. Peace.
It's hard